Good morning, dear beloved Thai, dear community, and dear friends. Welcome to this morning's guided meditation and practice session. I hope that you're all well and enjoying autumn now that it's making its presence known with the winds, but the clear night skies as well, as everything returns to the earth, ready to bloom again next year. So I would like to offer a small self-description. I'm a white male in early 50s. I'm wearing a monastic robe in brown, have a slightly rounded face with brown eyes, and I'm wearing glasses. And I'm seated in front of a maroon or deep red curtain today. I have a shaved head and a bit of a smile as well this morning. So this morning's practice, we shall enjoy a session of guided meditation followed by some silent sitting before we have the opportunity to enjoy some mindful movement if you so wish, or just enjoy your breathing. And then we shall conclude with a reading from one of Dear Thai's books. So I shall invite 3 sounds of the large bell to begin the session, and invite 2 sounds to conclude the guided meditation and silent sitting. We shall then enjoy the mindful movement or breathing by inviting some sounds of the small bell. So I invite you now to come back to a place of stillness, a place of comfort, whatever that may mean to you. You may be seated on the floor, on a cushion or on a stool, or you may be on a chair with legs or with wheels, or you may be lying down today. Whichever position we prefer to be in for our meditation, if we can try to keep as straight a spine as possible, but remaining in comfort, not creating any undue tension within our body. And if it's safe to do so, you would like to, you may like to close your eyes or leave them partially open, just observing a soft gaze around a meter in front of us. So we slowly draw our attention further inwards, bringing our mind home to our body, observing the natural rhythm of our breathing. Not manipulating the breathing in any way. Having trust that our body knows what to do when we come back to this place of stillness, so that we may enjoy this meditation together. Breathing in, I'm aware of myself picking up an autumn leaf. Breathing out, I touch the wonderful, interdependent nature of that leaf. Picking up autumn leaf. Interdependent nature of leaf. Breathing in, I'm aware of myself, alive, here and now. Breathing out, I touch the wonderful, interdependent nature of life in me and around me. Myself, alive, here and now. Interdependent nature of life. Breathing in, I'm aware of the leaf returning to the earth and arising as a new leaf. Breathing out, I see the leaf in thousands of different forms of birth and death. Leaf returns to earth, arises anew. Leaf in thousands of different forms. Breathing in, I am aware of myself as a wonderful, interdependent reality. Breathing out, I see that I am manifest in many different forms of birth and death. Myself, wonderfully interdependent, I manifest in different forms. Breathing in, I see that the leaf is not born, does not die, but only appears to be born and die. Breathing out, I see that I am not born and do not die, but only appear to. Leaf appears to be born and die. I appear to be born and die. Breathing in, I see that the leaf functions non-locally. Breathing out, I see that I function non-locally. Leaf non-local, I non-local. Breathing in, I see that the leaf has accomplished its task from beginningless time. Breathing out, I see that I have accomplished my task from beginningless time. Leaf's task accomplished. My task accomplished. Breathing in, I see that the leaf is already what it wants to become. Breathing out, I see that I am already what I want to become. Leaf is what it wants to be. I am what I want to be. Breathing in, I see that the leaf can call upon its lives from beginningless time. Breathing out, I see that I too can call upon my lives from beginningless time. Leaf's past lives, my past lives. So, dear friends, I invite you now to open your eyes if you've had them closed. You may like to unfold your legs, start to massage any limbs or body parts that have fallen asleep or become sore during the meditation. Bringing compassion back to our body that supported us so that we may practice that guided practice there. You may like to massage your face, around your jaw, around your eyes. So we now have a few minutes to enjoy some mindful movement if you so wish, or you may just like to enjoy your breathing for this short period of time. I shall invite the small bell 3 times. The first will be to maneuver ourselves into position to start mindful movement. The second to begin the practice. And the third will be to conclude our mindful movement or breathing practice. Let's not stop our breathing here. And then we shall enjoy this short reading from one of Dear Thai's books. So, dear friends, if we've been enjoying mindful movement, if we can bring ourselves back to a place of comfort, a place of stillness, so that we may enjoy this short couple of passages from dear Ty's book, How to Live When a Loved One Dies. The first passage is titled, Listen to Yourself. When you are suffering greatly, if you have suffered a profound loss, you need people who are able to just sit and listen to you with compassion. But what is even more important is that we can listen to ourselves with compassion. To do this, we must learn the art of deep listening. We stop whatever we are doing and come home to ourselves. We look deeply to recognize and name our suffering and embrace it tenderly. Listening deeply to our suffering is an act of self-compassion. The second short passage is titled Like a Tree in a Storm. When a painful emotion comes up, stop whatever you are doing and take care of it right away. Bring your attention home to what is happening in your body. The practice is simple. Put your hand on your belly and feel the movement of your breathing. Bring all your awareness down from your head to your navel and stop thinking what has upset you. In a storm, the leaves and the branches at the top of the tree thrash around wildly. The tree looks so fragile and vulnerable, as though it could break at any moment. But when you bring your attention down to the trunk of the tree, you see that the trunk is very calm and still. You are no longer afraid because you realize that the tree is strong and stable, and that it is deeply rooted into the soil and can withstand the storm. Well, dear friends, thank you for your diligence and practice this morning and your presence as an online Sangha. So as we look out of the windows today, or we go for our walk and we see the trees gently swaying in the wind, we can be reminded of the returning nature of the leaf, but also the inner strength and the roots that we have in our lives, in our families, and in our Sangha. Be well, dear friends.